right, thanks for tuning back in. This is Ali back with another Prop Firm Challenge update. I'll go ahead and make this as quick as I can. I'm going to start off here for the week that just passed. This is my funded trader account. This is my 200,000 account. This one is still in phase one. Um, and if we can see here, this account we're sitting at $3,527 on our goal to get to 16,000. All right. So pretty happy with this, especially since on this new account that I started a few weeks ago, it started off in the negative, and now we're able to go ahead and get this account pop back up again. So definitely looking good so far. But our phase two account that we're in, let me go to phase two. They're supposed to be getting some a new back office with the funded traders, so I'm kind of excited to see what that's going to look like. Um, but for right now, this is what we got. But this one is the phase two account. We're sitting at $2,035 in profit and on the goal to reach $10,000. Right, so 202. So nothing bad, as long as I'm not negative, so I'm not too much worried about it. And if we go over here to Ola Prime is sitting at, let's see, 99,880 so far. So I'm really proud of getting this account back out of the dumps because I think I had it down to around 94,000 and some change. So this is looking up. We still haven't cracked break even yet. So we're like literally like $120 away. Right. So definitely, hopefully next week we'll be back even and get back in profit on this Ola Prime because my goal is on my profit target is only $8,000. Right. So that's good. And last account, and this is the 100,000 account with Ola. And then my last account is with Top Tier Trader. So Top Tier Trader, I'm sitting at 108,685 on a goal to get to $10,000. This is phase one still, so I still have $1,300 to go. So I thought I was going to hit this week, but unfortunately that wasn't the case. So there's always next week to try to get to phase two. But anyway, this is still looking really good. If we go over here to my trading journal here for the week, or not for the week, for overall, you can see that, let me get this out the way. So you can see this was the week before 414 to 418. So last week we did $6,371 for the week. This week we did $10,238. Okay, so Monday was really just a break even day in a way. Well, not break even, but it's just a very small loss day. We were down only $921. Also looking at two, we can see that Tuesday was 2,300. Now the like I said before, when we're dealing with these different types of profit counts, the auto trader that I have that trades these accounts for me. Well, not auto trader, the trade copier, rather that does it. It's last week. It didn't. A few trades it missed, right? So that's my fault. I didn't check it to make sure everything was functioning correctly on it before we went ahead and dived in. So I did miss a few trades. This should have been a much more profitable day, especially on the top tier and Ola Prime accounts. But it is what it is. So Wednesday, we did really good, $6,700 day. Um, Thursday, $2,000 day, and then Friday, I really didn't see any setup, so I decided to just stay out of the market, right, that day. So overall for the week was $10,238. And then here you can see where the account sizes are right now across the board. And then, of course, this right here is phase one has been completed. So we're on phase two. I didn't bring that over here. Let me just bring that over to phase two. And that's 210,000. Okay. So I think this is really good. Like I said before, if you're doing multiple accounts, prop firms, make a spreadsheet, put it all together so you can hold yourself accountable so you'll know exactly what's going on with your account to that aspect. And then looking at it here, as you can see, like I said, I'm not forcing anything, especially after that one huge drawdown day I had about 3 weeks ago. I'm just, I'm just taking my time. I think the major thing is here with these prop firms, a lot of us are rushing through it. We want to get into profit so bad, looking at other YouTubers, and individuals on Twitter, et cetera. So sometimes that can mess with your mind. Just take your time and, don't be in a hurry to just keep giving them more money, right? Take your time, let your money invest into that and go about it. So, yeah, so I think that really makes the difference. So just take your time. Don't give them your money, and then just try to rush through and blow these accounts. I know a lot of people are out there doing futures accounts to where it's like very cheap. So people are just rushing through them and trying to pass in a day, et cetera. And at the end of the day, you're really giving up a lot of money to these prop firms. So what I'm saying is I'm just taking my time. Once I pass it and we're in a live, well, not a live account, but once we're in a funded account, to that point, then, you'll see the fruits of your labor. Because the way I look at it is like this. If I had a $6,000 week, right, last week, and then a $10,000 week, let's say I'm getting 80%, right, across the board, right, 80% of your profits. That's like a $8,200 week, right? So 8,200 could go a long way, right? Same thing with this $6,000 week. What's that's 80%, of that amount, right? So if we go ahead and pull our calculator up, that's what 6371 times 80%. So we're looking at what, $5,000 week. So plus the $8,000 week. So you made about $13,000. So look at it like, and then that's just really just taking your time. Don't force trades. Take it as it comes. Take it like it comes. Because look, you see here, a lot of this on my Ola Prime account was like average, right? And then my top tier, kind of the same way. We didn't even hit almost $1,000 in that week, or neither did I last week. But the funded trader accounts, being at 200,000 were much more, right? So all of it counts, right? Whether it's a 100,000 account, a $50,000 account, or a $200,000 account, you want to treat it as the same, right? All together, because at the end of the day, it's all money, right? It's all money. So I think that's going to be if I could, take anything back from when I first started, I would say probably is going to be patience, right? Just having the patience to kind of take your time with this trading. It's not going nowhere. It's always going to be plenty of prop firms out there. Take your time, pass them, and just keep adding on. My goal is to take profit out and then invest into another prop firm, hopefully a different one, because I like to diversify. I don't you know, as long as the prop firm is paying me, I'm going to go with them. But personally, I don't trust any of these prop firms. Let's be honest. At the end of the day, they could go out of business. Funded Trader already went out of, well, they didn't go out of business, but they had a pause in operations, like last year or earlier this year. No, last year. But top tier, Ola Prime, haven't had any issues just yet. But at the end of the day, I think it's very good to diversify because I want to add another account, but I'm looking for another prop firm, right? That's going to be, cohesive with the way that I trade, right? News trading allowed, auto traders or not auto trader, trade copiers, etc. Right? So once I find that and I take out profit, I'll invest into that. So I'll have another company, right? So I think it's just very good to diversify amongst these companies and then just really just take your time. Because at the end of the day, when you're going through and you get a live account, it's going to be a big difference. And personally, I don't even plan on taking out withdrawals weekly, to be honest. I'm probably only going to take out a withdrawal like maybe once a month, okay, into the accounts. Just make one good big withdrawal, and then just kind of, take it from there. Well, depending on the week. If I have a really good week, we blow it out the water, then I might be tempted to do so. But anyway, just to kind of babbling at this point. But so far, so good. We're looking pretty decent. Next week, like I said, hopefully we can finally pass this top tier phase one, which been at the verge of getting that hit ever since few about 2 weeks for about 2 weeks now. So hopefully that will come through. And then, like I said, I'm just going to take my time and kind of go through this and get funded. But I'm just kind of documenting my journey just to kind of hold myself accountable. If anybody else is out there who want to follow along and start your own journey as well, definitely, more power to you to go ahead and do that. But at least this way, while I'm documenting my weekly progress, like I said, it gives me a track record, that I'm posting live. The individuals can see that it's a real, it's not fake. And then just kind of documenting my process and holding myself accountable. So, but anyway, guys, till next week, peace.